as always, every other Tuesday, Mayor Ronnie Marsh. Good morning, Mayor.
Listen, well, good morning to everybody.
Hopefully we'll get to the show today without going on a blackout here.
The day the lights went out in Georgia, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know, it was just a year ago, over Saturday, I guess, March 2nd, that the tornado came back through here.
Yeah.
How do you, that's just bad luck, ain't it?
It's just bad luck, and good Lord rained some disaster upon us. But boy, I hope we missed this spring.
Oh, I do too, man.
We've been hammered the last couple of years, and our guys need a break, and the citizens need a break, and we've been dodging a lot of them. But, you know, it's that time of year where it's a lot of turbulent weather, and hope everybody's prepared. Jamie, I was listening a few minutes ago, y'all explaining this legal issue regarding the dump and the dumpsters, and I have figured out that Gloria is certainly the one that should have run for political office. She knew all those answers about
Well, that's because I know a guy that got arrested in Athens for going inside a dumpster.
Mayor, I'm an attorney without a license.
Yeah.
I practice without a license.
You did sleep at the Holiday Inn Express last night, huh?
I'll tell you, if you put your garbage out to be picked up, ours is picked up on Tuesday.
Yeah.
A neighbor could go through and get anything out of that. That'd be embarrassing, but that's legal, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure that it's legal, but we have a lot of people that do it. And particularly at one time, we had people that was going through the aluminum cans, and but we ran that person down and got a tag number, and they were going through neighborhoods and just going through the recycle bin, and they were selling them because aluminum is at a pretty premium price right now.
Good thing
but it's just not
out.
Good business. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Copper would have never
getting
stayed
in a
there
dumpster.
long.
Now, if you accidentally threw something in, I guess it's okay to get in there and get it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure an officer will work with you,
Yeah,
like
we
Kyle,
wouldn't.
for instance.
Yeah, I'm sure we would not make an arrest if someone had dropped something in a dumpster. But dumpsters are privately owned, basically. I mean, they have to pay for those dumpsters to be at a business or at a place.
Well, I understand you got you a new dump truck. I mean, not dump, garbage truck.
We got a listen. That thing is. We had to purchase a new garbage truck, and we chose to get a compressed natural gas. It added about $20,000 to the cost of the motor, but the engine came right off the factory. It's a Cummins-built motor.
You can't hear it.
You barely can hear it running, and if those people that are waiting to hear the garbage truck come down the street, you better get it out pretty early. So it's a great-looking vehicle. I believe we've gone in the right direction with this. It's.
I meant to say this, and I've always forgot this, but I think it's on a Friday, whatever the day they pick up on Forest Street. And we were coming through there several months ago.
Fridays.
And it was an elderly lady that lived just before you get to the school. And we were coming up behind the garbage truck, and the garbage guy got out, went and got the garbage can from under the carport, brought it all the way out, lifted, put it in, and took it all the way back.
Yeah.
A lot of extra time, because I'm assuming the person could not get it to the road.
We have certain people that call in, and they are either handicapped or it's where they can't do that. So it's a service for the city that we do, and I encourage our sanitation workers and all the people. We got some great staff, and they do a lot of little things every day that make life a little better.
Ronnie, we're running the Chili Challenge all this week. You know, we shot that last Saturday here. It was their 25th annual. You were there.
Right.
We were in the interview with all that. One of the great things that goes on, there's the times, and the sponsors right there, some of the main sponsors is going to come up every day this week, 1 and 6 p.m. for the remainder of this week, so y'all got to watch it. That's one of the good things that happens here, along with the poke salad deal that we talked about earlier this day with Floyd, Captain Johnson in it there too. You're also been involved. How many years have you been involved?
I think this is the 9th year. Maybe 10th, but we have, a lot of us have no talent.
But doesn't it take a lot of time?
So it takes a lot of time, but it's such a
practice.
great fundraising event, and it's one of the things that you can actually act a little nutty and raise money for a great cause. And I'm in a couple of skits this year. And
will you be wearing a dress?
There is actually I do not. And there's Chief Johnson knocking out somebody with I fought the law, and the law won is Sheriff Blakely. I think that's bad boys right there. So
yeah,
we've got
I
a
refer
skid.
to him as Captain. That's what he used to be. He's Chief now.
Chief, yeah. And also we got our 3 city council members, Chris Seibert and Joseph Cannon and Jimmy Gill, do a skit with the Three Stooges and the music to that, and then I come out and do one kind of in control of those guys.
That usually sells out every year.
Mad
It
Mayor.
does.
Yeah, we've got, I think I heard yesterday that on Saturday night and Thursday night. There's about 20 tickets available, so if any of you out there watching, it is this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night begins at 7 o'clock. And it's an hour and 45, 50 minutes this year. A lot of people had a lot of complaints about it extending longer than 2 hours. That's a long time to see it, and we've cut it down to about an hour and 45 minutes.
All right,
and it rolls, and it's pretty it's
entertaining.
Yeah, it really is. There's some cute skits this year.
All right, let's go back a couple of weeks ago to Huntsville Times, and AL.com ran a survey of best places to live in the state of Alabama. Athens came in at 9th.
Right.
Wow.
That, for a town of only 22,000 people, must be that great leadership.
Well, no, I'd like to think that, but it's a lot of us with a lot of energy, I think, and that's what's exciting about Athens right now. It comes from so many different angles, and it's just good timing. It's a lot of great people doing a lot of work. Man, it's a lot of volunteer hours that's out there, and people working even with the Spirit of Athens and with senior citizens, RSVP, United Way, Chili Challenge, and it's just a great community. It's if you don't believe that, go somewhere else and live for a while, then come back.
What's the latest on? I know the loft apartments are becoming a big deal. We saw a thing this morning out of China where they're renting 250 square foot apartments.
Wow.
But when will that become reality in downtown?
Well, I think whenever a developer, I know we have one under development. I don't know what his progress is and when he plans to open, but there's 2 or 3 others that have expressed an interest, and I think just when the developer, we've looked at ways to get the sprinkler system in, and they have to be installed. We've got a 2009 building code and fire code, and so they have to be sprinkled, but that's just for the safety of the citizens. And downtown, you couldn't afford to have a loft apartment catch on fire and spread all the way through downtown. So.
Any recent word on when IHOP's opening?
No, I thought it was in a couple of weeks. I know that Mr. Dargy called me from Fairfield, and Fairfield's about ready to open, and the final plans are being made for the Dairy Queen.
That's going in next to
Chick-fil-A, and then there's some plans being made
Tom,
for.
you can just walk down the road, go right down and get a Dairy Queen.
We got to get we got to get a
Blitzburg
bridge across.
Well,
there,
you know, we really do need that, and actually we've talked about that, a walking bridge to cross from the Fairfield, the Best Western, the Holiday Inn, and let people walk all the way down and
will that
cross
road,
the bridge.
Ronnie, I know, be extended from when you turn in there wherever Matthew is by the Chevron all the way back to Summit Lake subdivision?
It's my it's my understanding that that road for Dairy Queen, there's an outlet at the back by the excuse me, by the gas station there, but it does not
now,
open
is Dairy
back
Queen
into.
going to be on 72, or is it going to be back beside Chevron?
It's going to face 72, but it will be right beside Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
There's a street that goes toward the creek right there. It's a access street where basically where the
there's a street there.
Yeah,
where Matthew parks.
Where he parks.
Where Matthew parks. So that street's going to be expanded.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Matthew ain't going to have no parking spot.
Well, I guess not. We'll have to put his cow car somewhere
But
else.
now that's a good idea, Tom, putting a bridge, go from down your office, and that walkway runs parallel with 72 with that little road there.
It'll open and go all the way to the Sportsplex.
Yeah.
Which is several miles. Yeah, long walk.
Good walk.
I did notice the other day on Swan Creek when we were walking through, they did finally put enough garbage cans down there.
Got the garbage.
But they did get some garbage cans down there.
Got the garbage cans out, and a couple other things coming up real quick. It's an exciting time. Everybody's signing up for baseball, softball. Opening day is April 1st with all those kids' activities.
Now, what's the latest on that Sportsplex? Why? And my other question on that is, why do people criticize the move to extend that to bring in more tournaments and stuff?
I don't know. You can go particularly, I think, to Madison, and it's a little bit of a different mindset, so to speak, and because they're struggling to have enough recreation facilities, and I think it's the fact that people see that it's economic tough times, but yet it's an extremely good revenue stream. And right now, in the future, the next few years, you're going to need to have another pot of ball fields that can be multi-purpose. We're laying some dirt down out there now that is free dirt that we're getting. We're just hauling it in and spreading it to make the pad for the new ball fields. And then in a few years, we're going to have to talk about, or someone's going to have to talk about, a new recreation facility.
Now, About how much, I know Jeanette usually mentions all that, heads in beds is her big philosophy, but when the city does a tournament like that, how many people are we talking about bringing in?
Oh gosh, there's usually 200 or 300 people and kids, and then they bring their families and their grandparents, and I don't know about other people, but I can tell you how much money grandparents spend, because they will open those
So is that why we have so many hotels here now?
Absolutely.
Quality
It's
places.
that plus we are a great exit if you look at people that travel with Holiday Inn cards in their pocket, or Fairfield or Hampton Inn cards, and they get off of the interstate at 351.
Marriott deal, isn't it?
Fairfield is Marriott, and it's the first place, and people, they target those at exit 351. They say stay in Athens, Alabama, and I think in the future you'll probably see a motel up at the other exit up close to the Sportsplex
Really? So you
area.
think that area up
would
that way
not
would expand?
surprise me at all, and it's a great facility, a place up there.
All right, don't forget Home and Garden Show comes up next weekend.
That's correct.
That's right. Garth will be with us the 13th, I believe.
Friday, so that's a
Talk more
free
about
event.
that.
We were at the one at Ingalls Harbor,
Right.
down in Decatur after the Chili Challenge a week ago. Yeah, March 16th and 17th. We'll be talking more about that. We will not be able to attend this year. We will be gone that weekend. I hate to tell you
We'll be
this,
out
we
of
will be at
town.
Papa Rocco's for his
Yeah, and it's
annual
packed out.
St. Patty's Day.
They've even moved some space around to get more people in, and that's a really another great event. It's free. Hope people come out and encourage people to come out to Celebrity Waiters Night. It's a lot of us that's going to be out serving food to the public at Applebee's on March the 12th, and it goes for a great cause for Relay for Life. So
What time does that
join
start?
us that day. I think it starts at 6.
That's
I think
6.
I am to have apron on at 5:30.
You have your
That's kind of
order.
late
Oh,
for me to
well.
be out. You know,
We'll
Ronnie,
bring you to go.
how's building permits going in the city? Or Tom, construction going good here?
Yeah, I think it is going good. I think people are cautious and, cautiously optimistic. I think these cuts that's coming down for the military cuts has got people real nervous right now, and it's a real issue, and it's a time when we have to look at our city budgets almost every week, and particularly every 2 weeks in a month with City Council, to see that we're on target with revenue and look at where we need to cut back where we have to. So it's kind of a nervous time right now if you're in the Tennessee Valley.
You know, but yet I've checked with some of the major builders in this area, Keith Griffin or Jimmy Bryan or people like that, and they've had their best years ever basically this past year in building.
They have. They
Which
have.
is
I'm
great.
pretty amazed at the number of people that's building and the building permits that's come in. It's really gone well, and I hope it continues.
Is there anything, will Athens be able to extend their city limit lines while you're in office?
I sure hope so.
I mean, is that
If
one of your
anybody's out
goals?
there that's contiguous to the city limits, particularly if it's connected to a crossroad like Tanner Crossroad or Morrisville Highway 72 out there, please see us. We will look at any and all applications. And the other big area is to infill, Jamie. We've got about 39 square miles of city limits, and there's a lot of space inside the city limits of Athens that could be developed for subdivision. One of the things is trying to extend sewer out Piney Creek toward Mooresville Road in that area. And if that happens, you'll get a lot of more subdivisions out that
And
way.
the main question is, did Coach Randy White ever get water pressure?
Yes.
Coach Randy White and Edgewood Road and all the residents there, we like a few easements that we're working out with homeowners, property owners, and when that happens, we'll begin to lay pipe, and probably within the next 2 to 3 months, hopefully
Because he
that
sure
water
is
pressure
stinking at
will.
the gym.
Is he?
So they're just going to put an 8-inch line out
Well,
there.
never fear. It's on its way, and actually, we have appropriated the money to do that for the first time, and that's been needed for a long time. I'm glad of that.
So, I mean, basically, there's just good things happening in Athens, Alabama.
We've got a lot of improvements to make, and we still get some negative comments here and there, and that's
Very
I'm
few.
proud of those, because we need to check ourselves every once in a while, just like you do at home, and there's always a better way to do things, and I solicit and encourage everybody that's got an idea to bring it to me.
Well, let me ask you, we go to Church Crossport there in Madison Hughes Road. We're going to break ground on a new church down near the post office there in Madison. But when you leave here and you head east, there is more construction than I've ever seen in my friggin' life.
It really is. It really is. You just wonder sometimes where all the money's coming from and who's paying for that. And I hope.
I mean, you got restaurants,
everywhere.
Walmart open, Jimmy's is still open over that way. New car wash here going in, same people here got one. It's just stuff. Lawler's just opened a new spot down there. And
I've heard any new homes are not going to have a kitchen in them, where people will have to go out and eat in a restaurant.
Well, we could probably do that one.
We could too.
Hey, the Hustle Times over the weekend, they were talking about Hampton Cove area.
Right.
He has gone out there, and he said Hampton Cove's got 22,000 people now out in that area.
Wow.
Average income in that area, I want to say, what did I say? $160,000. $106,000 is the annual income for those people that live.
That doesn't surprise me. Think about Hampton Cove area now is as big as the entire population of the city of Athens.
All right, and we were just out there by that way last week at the Walmart, I told you, and they're building a new, right there at the big intersection. I did a Country Rover story.
Right.
The fire chief just resigned from over there, Mike Sublett. All right, this past week. Mike married a girl from New York. He's from Gurley. His daddy owned the cotton gin that was on that corner right there, right now, where you turn to go to Hampton. And I did a Country Rover story, and I said in the story they're fixing to demolish this cotton gin, Tom. They're going to be, the Hayes Group is building a residential center here.
Never heard of it.
Now look at it.
No, there's 22,000 people living there.
Yeah.
But that's right. That's a good point you made, Ronnie. That's the size of Athens.
Yeah, it is. And property tax live over there is 65 mills, and Limestone County is 30 mills. So it don't take a genius to figure out where their revenue stream's coming from.
But it all goes back to your bottom line is quality of life.
Right.
You know, Athens, the hospital's doing great. By the way, the Chamber Coffee will be at the hospital in 2 weeks down that way, so we'll be over there for that too.
Good.
All right, Mary, anything else going on good?
No,
Seems like all you guys good news to talk about.
Things are going well, and we're just we're excited to keep on working and enjoying it.
All right, let me remind y'all, don't forget Chili Challenge airing every night this week, 1 in the afternoon and then 6 at night. So go by, watch all that. You'll see everybody know. And got to give a shout out to Mac Rainey being out of the hospital. So that was probably the first heart attack ever suffered at the Chili Challenge.
There's probably a lot of heartburn.
Exactly.
Yeah, and but Mac, I just talked to Mac, and thank God he's okay. And paramedics was there from, I think, Owens and the city of Athens, and they did a great job. Well, if you're going to have a heart attack, have it in front of about a couple thousand people. Yeah. So anyway.
He made the front page.
And Mac's mother thanked everybody on Facebook too, didn't she?
Yeah.
So anyway. All right, Ronnie, thanks for coming and doing such a good job here in the city of Athens. And,
thank you, guys.
Y'all doing good over that way. Keep us posted on anything else happening. Tomorrow, I've got Wishes Seth will be with us. Johnny Lee Dees will be up here Thursday. We'll probably run that Danny Johnson video later. We're not going to get the chance to get that coon hunting at Good Springs, but Roadrunner.
They raised $10,000.
Each and every week. Danny Johnson. Will play. If y'all need us for anything, you can always email me. Don't forget you can email me. What is my email?
CountryRover@gmail.com.
CountryRover@gmail.com gets me each and every time. Matter of fact, Ronnie, coming up on April 1st of this year.
April Fool's Day.
Start my 40th year in full time in North Alabama television.
Wow, that's great. Wow. That's great.
And I'm only 45.
No, you started early.
I'm just a little when I started.
Little top.
Yeah, little. All right, but if y'all got anything we need to talk about, please let me know. Anna Franklin should be with us next week, talk about her rodeo coming up too.
Yep.
Over in Christville at the arena over that way. All right, we'll get out here for this Tuesday morning. Thank Mayor Ronnie Marks for being with us as always. And don't forget, Chili Challenge, rodeo coming up in May, so lots of, and folks selling this weekend, still some tickets available according to the mayor. Go get them. Anything else?
Nope.
Spring forward.
Spring forward this weekend. It's going to be in the 70s.
Yay.
We got to go. We'll see y'all tomorrow.